Так, всем привет, друзья. Как меня там слышно, видно? Вітання. Ви перемогли в розіграші МД. Кожному на почту. Всем привет. Так, пацаны. Ну что, будем ждать презентацию. Буквально там 15 минут или уже даже не 15-9 минут осталось до презентации. Что я вам могу сказать? Этот металлоискатель должен быть конкурентным. Это 100% по цене. Ну и по качеству мы уже все увидели, что он реально конкурентный Nokta перед другими, можно сказать, брендами. Или я, может быть, не прав в том, что Simplex, к примеру, вообще обалденный, что Amphibio супер, крузер неплохой. И вообще у них хороший годный товар. Я считаю так. А увидим, что они преподнесут, потому что мы увидели, что преподнес Deus, и потом какая цена на него стартует. Прям, ну, ужасно. Но есть люди, которые просто любят Deus и считают этот металлоискатель, ну, божественным. Вот. И он купит этот Deus даже за $1500. Ну, потому что, ну, вот есть такое, ну, один, знаете, как ищет, ждет айфона нового, другой будет ходить с андроидом, и его будет все устраивать. Так и здесь. Так, всем привет. Что у нас там по зрителям? Нормально. Сейчас интересно будет презентация. Я сейчас посмотрю, что там у нас. Так. Ну что, я считаю так, я сделаю перекур после презентации, как вы поняли, посмотрим презентацию, обговорим, поговорим. И в 8 часов вечера, ребят, вы должны быть у меня на стриме, тема которого будет, или может быть бизнес, как основное, к примеру, поиск металлоискателем. Или можно заработать много денег и так далее. Это будет интересная тема. Так что после презентации на 8 часов вечера по украинскому времени жду всех в гостях. Вы поняли? То есть это будет два стрима сегодня. Один стрим и второй. Но рассказывают люди, что металлоискатель будет мультичастотный. Полностью этот, который новый. Название у него, там, как бы они оговаривали, будет как бы СМС или как там, но она не будет называться он СМС. Или ММС там, ну, в принципе, вы поняли, там будет другое название. Штанга, говорят, будет Симплекса, как бы. Но сейчас все сами увидим, и мне даже самому интересно. Ну вы представляете, я еще успокоиться не могу. Ну Deus $1500. Ну как может, ну... Чем отличается Deus, к примеру, от Equinox? Что там за такое вот? Ну нырять, ну я согласен, но... Ну как они выкрутили его на соленую воду, опять-таки вопрос. Ну уже будем смотреть, и это будет очень интересно. Ну вот смотрите, Equinox был анонсирован в 2018 году. Опа. Что-то запустилось, а что запустилось, неизвестно. Я могу вам сказать так, ребят, что после этой презентации поговорим, а пока ждем презентацию, окей? Ну, пока суть до дела. Хочу вам сказать, что... хочу сказать, что... Все же мне интересно, что они сделали на этот раз. Они же непредсказуемые, вы понимаете? Вот смотрите, вот раньше они презентовали Simplex в 2018 году. И выпустили его только через 1,5 года. Я считаю, что Nokta должна выйти примерно под Новый год. Это 100%. К Новому году должна быть. Или у нас будет, или нет в продаже, не знаю. Почему так не пунктуально? 16:58. Да, 1,5 минуты. Так, ребят, я ваши сообщения вообще не вижу. Это реально. Смотрим, что сейчас будет. Что хочу еще вам сказать. Я так думаю, что они будут менять крузер. Почему-то у меня такая чуйка есть, но давно говорили и слухи ходили. Я думаю, что это будет крузер. А может быть и выше крузера, может быть и выше амфибии. Но никто еще не знает ничего. Сейчас увидим, услышим. Я думаю, всем вам интересно, как и мне, что там будет и как будет. Так, ну отсчет 4 минуты мы можем сделать так. Еще с вами поговорить немножко, пока суть до дела. Так, вопросы. Так, Всем доброго вечера. Ребят, я вас всех очень рад здесь видеть на этой презентации. Для всех хотел бы сказать, что после этого стрима ровно в 20:00 у нас будет следующий стрим на тему заработков с металлоискателем. Или возможно найти целое состояние, или невозможно. Можно ли заработать или нельзя. Это будет очень интересная тема, я вам гарантирую. Так что всех жду в 8 вечера. Это у нас презентация и обсуждение данного прибора. А дальше что будет, будем смотреть. Ну, у нас еще 3 минуты 52 секунды. Я думаю, за это время еще что хотел вам сказать. Ой-ой-ой. То, что он будет мультичастотный, это 100%, потому что, ну, пошла какая-то, видите, как мода на мультичастотные. Хотя мультичастоты не все используют. Спасибо, брат, спасибо тебе за твой донат, за твоих 200 рублей. Приятно. Спасибо тебе, спасибо. Вот так вот. Так, что там у нас остается? Я посмотрю, 3 минуты. Но пока 3 минуты, ребят. Давайте, я владелец OneKnish 500 Pro Pack. Мое мнение, что прибор отрабатывает на все 100. У меня нет чистых мест. Если есть монета, она ее найдет. Мелочь тоже цепляет на ура. Я с тобой согласен, люблю историю. Написал комментарий. Ребята, нету металлоискателей, которые не ищут монеты. Есть металлоискатели, у которых есть чуть лучше параметры, чуть хуже. Одни боятся черноземов, другие боятся песка, третьи боятся соленую воду. Но тем не менее, они все практически ищут. Одни глубже, одни меньше, но они ищут. То бишь, если выпустил завод-изготовитель, он, значит, знал, что делает. Так. Серей Бощук. Я думаю, что он будет вообще мультичастотный. Это 100%. Две минуты, ребят. 2 минуты. Так, может, у кого есть какой-то вопрос или предложение? Вася Лебедь, а вы, что я вам могу сказать? Металлоискатель простой. До визга. И что я вам могу сказать, что вы с ним будете находить много находок и будете вспоминать меня хорошим словом, это 100%. То есть это металлоискатель, который, ну, показал своей простотой, что металлоискатель все же может быть простой и доступный по цене и по поиску. Не у каждого поисковика, ребят, есть, ну, как бы мозги. Есть люди интеллектуально умные, есть люди, которые ну, очень тяжело что-то улавливают, что-то понимают. Ну, вот такой металлоискатель для тех, что не хотят думать.
Hey, how's it going, bro?
Very well. Yourself?
Fantastic. Already found a few coins. Hey, what have you got there? A new machine?
Yep. The new detector from Nokta Makro, the legend.
That's great, man, but out here on these beaches, you don't have much of a chance if you haven't got one of these.
I'll hate to see you eat your words, as so many have already. The previous Nokta Makro machines, Simplex Plus being the latest one. But the legend is here to drop the mic.
I doubt it, but hey, good luck. Hey, can I have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, very sturdy and light. Carbon fiber shaft, nice. And it's compact. But this machine has multi-IQ.
So does this one.
Has multi-IQ?
It has true simultaneous multi-frequency. No need for the marketing jargon, man. Multi-IQ, multi-flex. Nokta Makro, man. It does it simply and easily, without the gimmicks.
What else has it got?
Waterproof up to 10 feet, 4 search modes, including gold for prospecting, multiple single frequencies, 2 multi-frequency modes for beach and park, recovery speed setting, multiple tones, vibration, LED flashlight, built-in Bluetooth, software that's upgradable, and,
Must be an expensive machine.
well, for the price that you paid for that machine, I got the legend, and I had enough left over.
I gotta run. Do you have the time?
I don't. But the legend does. It's 4:30. And look, I've been using it for 2 days and 10 hours.
It has a built-in clock too, and tracks the usage time. I gotta admit, Nokta Makro does listen to their customers.
Yep, they're the company that sets the new standard for the industry.
Hello.
Merhaba.
Hola.
Bonjour.
Ciao.
Hello.
Привет.
Yes, sir.
Ehlen.
Ni hao.
Hello, everybody. I have you all enjoyed the commercial. My name is Coşkun Cebeci. I'm the general manager at Nokta Makro Detectors, the fastest growing company in the metal detecting industry. We are broadcasting live today from Extreme Studios in Istanbul, Turkey. As we get started, I would like to mention that we've had a tremendous amount of response to this live broadcast. So, on behalf of myself and the whole Nokta Makro team, I would like to thank you and welcome you all to this exciting event. The launch of the most eagerly awaited product of the year, the simultaneous multi-frequency detector from Nokta Makro, the legend.
Hi, everybody. I am Levent Songül, the Director of Projects at Nokta Makro. I have been with the company for almost 12 years now. I have served in many different departments, and right now I oversee all the projects at Nokta Makro. I must mention that the legend has been one of the most exciting and emotionally rewarding projects for the team. Before I give the microphone over to Dilek, who is going to talk about the legend, I would also like to give a big shout out to Levent Tura, Eyüp Temlioğlu, Gökhan Bülkü, Mehmet Ali Çakmak, Hamza Kaşıkçı, Emre Acar, and all the other engineers and the testing team. Thank you so much for the dedication and the excellent work on the legend, guys. And it is our honor now to present this awesome detector to our valued customers all around the world.
Hello. I'm Dilek, Director of Sales and Marketing at Nokta Makro Detectors. Now, before I start, I would like to ask everybody on the chat, please to hold off with their questions until we get done with the presentation. We will dedicate to 5 to 10 minutes of the presentation, the last 5 to 10 minutes, to answer some of the questions you may have. And don't forget, we will also give one legend away today to a lucky winner. but you must be registered to win. Now, before I go into the features and specs of the legend, I would also like to announce the winners of the naming contest we held for this product a few years ago. Now, we have two winners. One is from France and the other one is from Australia. In some of the shows that I've been on earlier this year, I had said that the second winner was from the USA. I must have recalled it wrong, so I apologize for that. So the first winner from France is Rudolph Mouli. Again, Rudolph Mouli. Congratulations, Rudolph. We have your email address and telephone number, so we will be contacting you once the product starts shipping. Now, the second winner is from Australia, and the name is Jim Vloyianitis. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. Congratulations to you as well, and we will also be contacting you. Okay, now, before I move on, I would also like to say a few things about the naming contest and why we picked the name Legend over others. We had an overwhelming response to the naming contest, and I personally had to go through thousands of names to do the initial filtering. And then we picked a name.
Я понимаю, что мы все очень хорошо понимаем, что они говорят. Ну, давайте прослушаем.
Legends are strong, they're courageous, and they don't just beat the game, they change the game. Just like our Simplex Plus has changed the game in the metal detecting industry for the entry-level price products, now the Legend is here to change it for the simultaneous multi-frequency detectors and set another standard. Okay, now let's cut to the chase and let's take a close look at the Legend. The new Legend utilizes the Simplex housing that is praised by customers worldwide for its ruggedness and true waterproofness, unlike the competition with ongoing water leakage issues. It's light, durable, compact, folds down to 25 inches, 63 centimeters only, and comes with a carbon fiber lower shaft and an 11-inch double D coil. Now, let's talk about the Legend's technology. The new Legend is a true simultaneous multi-frequency machine, meaning multiple frequencies running at the same time, giving the user the advantage of covering a broader range of targets on all types of terrains, field, park, saltwater, beach, etc., at great depths. Now, could we come up with a fancy name like our competitors for the technology used in the Legend? You bet we could, but we preferred not to. We prefer to make it simple and understandable for the customer. Now, the Legend uses a different multi-frequency for park. I'll show it to you here. Field, and a different one for the beach. Now, for the beach, it also has two different multi-frequency, wet and dry. And wet to be used in salt water or wet salt beach sand specifically, without sacrificing depth for even small gold, which is the biggest advantage of a simultaneous multi-frequency machine over a single one. The Legend, though, is not only a multi-frequency machine. As I have stated many times before, single frequencies have advantages.
Что я могу вам сказать, ребят? Я, честно, я немножко другое ожидал. Но это вообще превосходно. Видели, нижняя штанга идет карбоновая. Она рассказала про программы, рассказала про мультичастоты и так дальше. Но плохо, что мы плохо понимаем вообще и не понимаем язык, на котором они говорят. Но мы только можем догадываться. Но вообще как дизайн, вообще бомба. И вообще название легенда такое хорошее.
Okay. The Legend has 5 single frequencies 4 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz, 15 kilohertz, 20 kilohertz, and 40 kilohertz. The legend also has 4 modes: park, field, beach, and gold field for gold prospecting, all optimized for maximum depths. However, we detectorists all know that depth is not the only determining factor for a good performing detector. Discrimination is as crucial, if not more, as depth, especially for those who hunt in trashy sites. Now, the legend, guys, has an ID scale of 0 to 60 and gives accurate IDs at depth. In addition to showing the IDs on screen and providing an audio response for target separation, the legend also boasts a very new cool feature called Ferrocheck. Ferrocheck will come very handy in identifying modern trash targets which give a non-ferrous response and a non-ferrous ID. Let's say you hit a bottle cap and, hold on, let me just, okay. Let's say you hit a bottle cap and you get a high non-ferrous stone and a non-ferrous ID. Just by looking at this Ferrocheck bar, you can see that the ferrous bar filling up as well as the non-ferrous, which actually tells you that the target detected is not a true non-ferrous item such as silver, but contains iron. Our field testers did an experiment with more than 25 to 30 buried targets of different types. And the legend accurately identified approximately 60%.
Говорю, извините, конечно. Сейчас я покажу дальше. Я чат просто открыл. Так, так. Да. Да.
No, this one actually is a useful setting, as when you select this, you can eliminate the ground effect, but still detect ferrous targets if you want to. Now, on the competitor's machine, once you eliminate the ground effect, you actually lose the whole ferrous range as well. And you would have to go into the other settings, to turn those items back on, which is a time-consuming process. Okay, now let's look at the next one. The next one is F for iron off, which basically, hold on, sorry guys, meaning filtering the iron range out on the ID scale. Sorry guys, I'm having a, okay. And the last one, can somebody help me with this? Okay. No, I'm good. Thank you. Sorry. And the last one is C for custom, which is your notch discrimination that enables you to discriminate out any ID you want. Well, a pretty awesome detector so far, right? And the best thing about it is that you can start enjoying all this high performance as soon as you turn the detector on. So, the legend is suitable for the most novice detectorists. However, we know for a fact that many experienced detectorists are looking for certain advanced settings that will make their detecting experience a better one. So we equip the legend with a bunch of settings. Now, let's go over them together. Of course, the main setting for any detector, the sensitivity is right here next to the target ID. And you can increase your sensitivity and ID is our depth indicator. Now, if you want to go to the other setting, you simply press the on-off button and the settings button once and just navigate through the settings using the right and left keys. Now, let's look at the first setting. The first setting we have is frequency shift and noise cancellation, which actually lets you get rid of EMI, which is the electromagnetic interference. The second setting we have here, guys, is the recovery speed, which lets you adjust the speed of target response, and it's a very useful setting when trying to detect smaller targets among larger trash items. The next setting is the regular volume setting, as it's pretty self-explanatory. I will go right into the next one. Okay, now the tones. I want to talk about this a bit. The Legend has 60 harmonic, or as some people call it, polyphonic tones. This is the first time we're using harmonic tones in a Nokta Makro machine. And the only reason for that is the tremendous amount of requests we got from customers to use polyphonic sounds on our devices. The tone, I'm sorry guys, I'm having a problem.
Ребята, звук у них там пропадает.
Once
Так, пока они там настраиваются, хотел бы сказать, я тоже не ожидал. Я весь был на взводе, считал, что все-таки будет, что-то типа крузера. Вот, но, увы. Хотя, я считаю, что то будет интересное, ну, конечно, получше симплекса. Но, как я и говорил, это происходит, наверное, замена крузера всего-навсего. Вот потому и так. Да, у них трансляция вылетела. И что я вам могу сказать? У них по мультичастоте будет цифра, я так понял, примерно будет 40.
So you guys actually know that
Опять есть.
Really, live streaming, unlike some of my competition, which is pre-recorded and then they show it as a live show. Anyway, okay, so tones. The Legend has 60 harmonic, or as some people call it, polyphonic tones. This is the first time we're using harmonic tones in a Nokta Makro device, and as I said, the only reason for that is the
Да.
The tone setting is selected. Now you will see a bunch of other tone settings appear here on the second row.
Опять вылетели. Так, в принципе, презентация, я скажу вам, как бы вот такая, оно все выскакивает, все теряется. Но а что вы, друзья мои, думаете насчет этого металлоискателя? Я считаю, что тот, кто собрался покупать симплекс, может быть, стоит подождать эту легенду. Лолипоп пишет, что турки скопировали Equinox и придется, наверное, сходить с Ятраком. Так, ребят, тот, кто пришел, говорю, что на 8 часов вечера у нас будет второй стрим по той теме, что мы договорились. Тема будет у нас, или, может быть, металлопоиск бизнесом. Поняли? Чтобы вы не пропустили. После презентации. Так, я Deus 2 не видел. Я не знаю, кому вы вопрос задаете. Я его увидел только на компьютере. Его еще нет. Но скоро он уже будет. По сногсшибательной цене. Ну, $1500 вроде бы Deus 2. Я не знаю, правда, за что там $1500 отваливать. Тоже. Ага. Сережа написал 4, 5, 17, 36 килогерц. Да, да, да. Так, и в принципе вылетел стрим.
In the device.
Ну,
And
давайте дальше
along with
продолжим.
some of the advanced settings we have incorporated in the legend, believe it or not, but a clock was highly requested. I personally was very surprised to see that a clock would be so important to customers until I realized that many detectorists would leave their phones or watches at home or in their car while detecting, and then they would lose track of time, which sets a reasonable ground for a family fight. So I believe we wouldn't be wrong in adding saves marriages to the features of the legend. Now, in addition to the clock, we also have time tracking. Okay, so the legend also tracks the usage time. This feature, we believe, will be appreciated by many users, as many detectorists want to know how many hours they put into a machine, and it would also benefit those who are looking for a second-hand machine. Although we believe, guys, that there will be not many legends up for sale for a long time. Now, you will be able to see some of your settings up here at the top of the screen, such as your Bluetooth connection, user profile, as well as whether the backlight vibration and the flashlight is on or not. Okay, now, despite all these settings, the legend has a pretty easy operation. As a matter of fact, if you're a novice user, you can just turn the detector on and start detecting at the factory defaults. You do not even need to ground balance the detector, although the legend does offer 3 ground balancing options: automatic, manual, and tracking. During our field test, the field testers and the engineers said that they didn't need to ground balance the detector at all. But of course, with different ground conditions around the world, should you need to ground balance the detector, you can easily with these 3 options. Okay, now this basically wraps up the main features of the product. Please note that the legend also offers online firmware updates, which makes it suitable for product enhancements based on, of course, our valued customers' feedbacks and needs. Okay, now, I know what you're all waiting for. How much is the legend? Now, the legend will be offered in 2 packages, but the device itself will be the same in each package, meaning we have only one version of the legend, guys, okay? Only the package contents will differ. Now, our first package, the Legend WHP wireless headphone pack, including the Bluetooth headphones, will retail, our suggested retail price for it is 749 euros in Europe and $749 in the United States. However, we believe that in the United States it will retail for less, around $635, and in the UK probably around £679. Now, the second pack, which actually includes, of course, the Bluetooth headphones and, of course, the 11-inch standard coil, as well user replaceable waterproof, that's very important, a water user replaceable lithium battery and its charger. Now, I would like to say a few words about this battery. In some of the podcasts that I've been on earlier this year, I had said that this battery would be the standard battery for the device. However, down the road, we made some changes to the device, and we put the battery back inside the system box, but we kept this battery as an optional battery. Now, then going back to the price, our MSRP, meaning suggested retail price, for the Pro Pack, again, including the Bluetooth headphones, 2 coils, 11-inch and 6-inch, and waterproof spare battery is 899 euros in Europe and $899 in America. Similarly, we believe that that it's going to retail for around 765 in the United States. Now, let's compare it to competition, guys. Can I have the slide, the price slide? Okay. Now, let's look at the pricing in the USA as an example. This is my competitor's price in the USA, which is $949. Okay, now let's do a simple math here, okay? Our Legend with the Bluetooth headphones in the United States will retail again around for $635. So, the difference is $314, which is more than the cost of a simplex. Now, if you compare it to our Pro Pack now, your savings are going to be even bigger. You're going to save $184 in cash. On top of that, you will get a second coil, a small coil, and you will get the spare battery, totaling almost $425 US in savings. Guys, this is huge savings. Okay, now, that's why we say, do not accept paying more for less. As Nokta Makro, we had promised our customers years ago that we would offer you the latest technologies and the best products at affordable prices. We are keeping our promise today, even during these tough times that all the economies are going through with the high inflation rates in almost every sector, because Nokta Makro is for the people. We invest most of our earnings in development and engineering, so we can give it back.
Говорю, как вам цена?
If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them on the chat, and I will try to answer some of those, guys, as we're getting close to the wrap-up time. And don't forget, we still have one legend to try. Now, my friends will select, I'm being told that there's so much going on the chat. I cannot follow the chat right now, so I can't read it. So my team will, look at some of those questions and reflect them now on the screen for me. Can I have the questions, please, guys? Okay. Okay, one question we have. Is there going to be a big coil option? Yes, we have a big coil available for the product, a 13-inch, 35 centimeter, 13-inch coil available for the Legend. Next question. Okay, when is it going to start shipping? Now, guys, as Nokta Makro, as the factory, we're going to start shipments in December. But please, I want to clarify this. The product is going to start shipping from our factory to distributors around the world. Now, the availability in each country will depend on many things. When the order was placed by the distributor, and in the order of the orders we get from different countries. So you need to check with your distributors and dealers in your country to get an idea when it's going to be available in your country. Any other questions? What's the weight of the product? Okay, the weight of the product is 3 pounds, very close to the Simplex. They're almost the same weight. Any other questions? I think there's a lot going on. Okay. I'm waiting for my team to show me the questions on screen, as I cannot follow the chat. How is the beach performance? The beach performance, it's great, guys. I am sure you will all love it. It's silent, it's stable, you know, it's very good on the beach. I mean, it's a simultaneous multi-frequency, so yeah, that's expected because that's the biggest advantage of a simultaneous multi-frequency machine. So yeah, it's very good on the beach. Any other questions? I'm waiting again for my team to reflect the questions on screen for me. How is the depth compared to simplex? Okay, let me answer you that way. Simplex actually, although you know it's an entry-level price product, it has very good depth, guys. So this machine, yes, will beat its depth under certain conditions, but don't underestimate our simplex. I love the simplex. Yeah, I mean, especially on the beach, I mean, you cannot compare them. This machine, yes, will outperform the simplex, especially in you know, salt water and wet salt beach sand. But other than that, simplex still has great depth. Don't forget, it's just priced as an entry-level machine, but its depth actually is not a, you know, entry-level machine depth. Battery time. Okay, another question. This will depend really on many, many factors. The main factor is the frequency, guys, the operating frequency. The operating time will vary between 8 to 20 hours, okay? So there are many factors affecting it, frequency being the main one. So let's say average 12, 8 to 20 around, okay? Oh, very good question. Can you use the Legend with your Bluetooth headphones? Yes, but please, I'm underlining. If your Bluetooth headphones, okay, are not low latency headphones, they will work with the Legend. They will connect, but the connection will not be a low latency connection, which means you're going to experience delays. You may experience delays, okay? So that's why we're shipping the unit with our Bluetooth headphones, so people don't experience these delays. But, you know, if you have low latency headphones and you love your pair of headphones,
Да, если вы смотрите, что это simplex, то это далеко не simplex. Вот, вот что я услышал. Так, ребят, что вы там пишете? Так, сейчас я вынесу опять комментарии, чтобы я видел. Так, комментарии сюда. Это сюда. Так.
lower shaft is carbon fiber, the middle part is aluminum. The warranty on it, 2 years. Okay, any other questions? I'm waiting for, when will a user manual be available for download? Good question. I would say beginning of the month, end of this month, beginning of the next month. Okay, I'll only take 1 or 2 more questions. Bluetooth headphones, are they waterproof? No.
Ребят, вы извините, смотрим, что она показывает, что рассказывает, потом поговорим, окей?
Can we use waterproof headphones on this machine? Yes. We also offer waterproof submersible headphones. Yes. You know, you can use those headphones with the Legend. In addition to that, also in our lineup, we have a Nokta Makro COS, a co-branded headphones with a waterproof connector. That can also be used on this machine. Of course, the headphones itself is not waterproof, but once you make that connection, you can submerge the whole unit underwater, okay? Can we use our own wired headphones on it? Yes, you can. As I mentioned before, you can, but you would have to buy the headphone adapter cable. Okay, it's an optional cable that we have in our lineup. You would have to purchase that. One last question, because I'm running out of time. One last question, guys. A carry case for the new Legend. Well, if demanded, it's an easy task for us. We don't have one right now, but we have a backpack, you know? I mean, if you're talking about a specific case for the Legend, no, we don't have one, but we have a multi-purpose backpack that actually accommodates all our devices, including the Simplex, including the Legend, and all our accessories. I need to, okay, they're saying, please, last question. Okay, does it get interference from the Nokta pointer? No, I don't think so. Good question. I've never seen it getting interference from the Nokta pointer. And this device has 13 frequency shift as well as noise cancellation, automatic, EMI filtering. So I'm gonna cut the questions here. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I wish I could stay here all night and answer all your questions, but we still have one Legend to give away. So we're gonna move on. If you have questions, further questions, please feel free to contact myself, my team, and then we'll answer them. Okay? Now, let's give the Legend away to that lucky winner. Okay. Guys, it's time to give the. Okay. Wait. Let me explain to the. Yeah. Let me explain to the people. So this is the list of all the registered people, and we will pick one through a software, guys, right now.
Розыгрыш.
Okay? And yeah, this is exciting, huh? And the winner is, by the way, I cannot read it because I'm getting old, okay? So I cannot see now. They're going to tell me the name. Carlo Pierini. That's the name. Congratulations, Carlo Pierini. Now, we're gonna, okay, so we're gonna pick two more names. Why? Carlo, you need to contact us within 24 hours. You need to contact us through email, message, whatever. And if you don't, now we want to pick two more, names in case, these people don't contact us. We can give this Legend. We want to give this Legend away, as you can see. Let's pick the second name, guys. So this is the first runner-up. Say the name again,
А
guys.
то опять я не выиграл.
Phil
Видите, все
Bennett.
Филиппы
The name is Phil
выигрывают, но
Now,
не я.
Phil, if Carlo does not contact us within 24 hours, I would feel very sorry for him for missing the Legend, but then you need to contact us, okay? We're gonna announce this on our Facebook page, social media pages, if Carlo contacted us or not, okay? And then you will know. Now, we wanna, just in case, we wanna now pick a third name in case Carlo and Phil both don't want the Legend. We're gonna pick a third name. Okay. And the name is? Okay, this is pretty long. Say it again. George. Ionia.
что я вам скажу честно. Опять не я выиграл металлоискатель. Я считал, что я выиграю. Я подал заявку. А кто из вас подал, я считаю, интересно посмотреть. Мы что-то выиграем, кто-то из наших или нет. Если кто-то из наших выиграет, напишите в комментариях. Но уже никто не выиграет. 3 всего-навсего металлоискателя.
Customers around the world. 4, taking us to the top. We owe where we are to you all. And no matter how big we get, we will always stay small in front of our customers. As the holidays are coming up, we also wish everybody a great Christmas and a legendary 2022. Nokta Makro, detectors for everyone, everywhere, for a lifetime. Nokta Makro loves you. Bye.
Да. Вот такая вот получилась у нас, ребятки, презентация. Вот. Но я считаю, что нормально. Сейчас, секунду. Что хотел бы сказать. Я считал, что дизайн все же будет другой. Почему-то я думал, что он будет такой, как примерно в амфибио. А тут, оказывается, они поместили все все свои мозги в симплекс. Как бы в симплекс. Нижняя штанга порадовала, потому что она на симплексе такая, знаете, хлюпкая. Она не ломается, но просто когда жарко, она такая стоит мягкая. Сейчас будет карбонка. И вообще по количеству частот они порадовали. Посмотрим, потестим. И дальше, как говорят, цыплят по осени считают. Все увидим, когда будем пользоваться. Я хочу всем сказать, ребят, у нас в 8 часов будет стрим или кладоискательство. Может быть, к примеру, как бизнес или нет. Так что, если кто из вас еще не слышал, что будет стрим, так что в 8 часов вечера будет стрим. Всем сказал. В комментарии под этой презентацией напишите хэштег металлоискатель легенда презентация. Попрошу чисто по-человечески. Поставьте оценки. И плюс до оценок добавьте хэштег легенда. Просто напишите легенда презентация. Все. От Нокта Макро. Кто как хочет, так напишет. А я с вами прощаюсь ненадолго. До 8 вечера. Вы поняли? В 8 вечера по Киеву встречаемся.